Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Voyager Season 3, Episode 17, Unity. To be honest with you, I feel like this is probably one of the biggest missed opportunities for Voyager, which I'll get to at the end, so to kind of bait you into it. So this episode was, first of all, it was directed by Robert Duncan McNeill, which this is his second time directing it, the guy that plays Tom Paris. And it's a good episode. It's the episode that kind of introduces the Borg, but not as you know them. Where, I mean, in the very last episode, I was making fun of the ending for that one, where like it ends with, "It's the Borg," and then credits roll. So this one kind of reintroduces them, and we see Chakotay and random ensign number 3 answer a distress call, and they end up crashing and they get attacked, and of course the ensign dies. It's kind of one of those classic like red shirts. At this point it's a gold shirt though, and that kind of irritates me, which I'm gonna get on a soapbox for a minute. Like, it kind of irritates me when like you wear like a Next Generation red shirt for command and people are like, "You're wearing a red shirt, you're gonna die." No, that's the original series. Like, I don't know, that just bugs me so much. But anyways, moving on. So while Chakotay is on this planet and like there's all sorts of alien life forms, and he meets a woman and she's talking about how like there's Cardassians and Klingons and humans and everybody you can imagine, and they basically broken off into like little factions, and they just have like this giant war going on. Whereas in the meantime, Captain Janeway has discovered a Borg cube, but it's dead. And it's kind of an interesting scene where like the Doctor is so excited to kind of work on it and see what's going on, what makes it tick. And it kind of reminds me of the opposite of the character from First Contact, where the emergency medical hologram just doesn't want to do anything. He's like, "This isn't my job. I'm a doctor, not a comedian," or something. I forgot what he says. Where in this case the Doctor's super excited to work on the Borg and to kind of see what's going on with them. So eventually Chakotay realizes that that the Borg or the people on the planet, sorry, you're distracting. The people on the planet are actually Borg, like old collective members that have strayed away. They've taken out their implants and stuff like that. And the woman says, like, "Oh, we were part of Wolf 359, and now we're here," and all sorts of other stuff. And she kind of talks Chakotay into not becoming a Borg, but to kind of joining the collective shortly to heal his wounds. And he ends up agreeing with it. Well, these people on the planet, they heal Chakotay, and then they send him back to Voyager. They even meet with Voyager, and Janeway's like, "If you guys want to come with me, like, I would be happy to have you guys come with me." But they want to turn back on the Borg cube, and Janeway's like, "I don't think that's such a good idea." Well, eventually since they already hooked up with the hive mind to Chakotay, they do it again, and they basically like reactivate him. And it's kind of an intense scene where he like takes over the shuttle, and like he pulls a phaser on B'Elanna, and he allows these people to turn on the Borg cube to get the pieces that they need. And it's, by the time we get to the very end of the episode, like, they have redefined themselves as a new collective. They're the cooperative. And when I said in the very beginning that this was the missed opportunity of Voyager, we never see these people again. We never see the cooperative again. Whereas these are the times where like we could see Hugh being part of this cooperative, but instead, like, we now know there's a little faction of Borg out there somewhere that have nothing to do with the actual Borg. They're not trying to assimilate. They're not trying to do anything. They're just trying to live peacefully by themselves, but we never see them again. So it kind of always bothered me that, I mean, I could be wrong. I may have just blacked out. Like, if we do see them again, I'll be surprised. But I don't know. What did you guys think about this? What did you think about Robert Duncan McNeill's directing style? What did you think about the Borg and pretending to be normal and then bringing it to light that, hey, we are ex-Borg? And would you guys have wanted to see the cooperative again? So go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Lowbelly and I are very interested, aren't we? Thank you guys for everything, and we both will see you guys for the next episode, Darkling.